Actually, I will say I thought C9 played really well today, but like we were just a little bit worse. So like, I think they're the best team in the league, and we just like came in right under them. So based like on a tier list, I would do like C9 and then Lion, and then maybe like FlyQuest and TL. You know?
Okay.
So,
Oh, 105th now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're really down there, River.
Yeah.
I thought we are better than Team Liquid.
You think so?
Yeah.
Welcome to the latest episode of Pros. I'm happy to be joined by Blaber, River, and Licorice after a very long day. River, you waited 3 hours around the studio.
Yeah. I went food together, and then when I watch game 2, it's gonna be fast game. Like, yeah.
So you blame Blaber for that.
Yeah.
I'll take part blame.
How much of the games did you get to see? Were you surprised to see the outcome, or?
Game 2?
Yeah.
They got elder. I don't know what happened.
So I have to turn to you, Licorice, as
I mean, the other push, it was one of those Silas E's where you like don't want it to hit. You know, it's like the Silas throws it out. Like I see them in mid-lane all the time where the Silas like throws it out, and it's like if he hit the guy into the tower, Silas is like gonna die, but he just like throws it anyways. So it was like one of those, and then I like tried to follow up, but I think if I just like let him go in and then waited, and then we just like 4v4'd, we probably still win. But it was like he went in, so then I tried to go in, and then everyone tried to go in, and then we like all died, and then
Callisto went in like melee range, I think too.
Yeah,
and then he got chunked to 1 HP, and then we just chased you guys down, and then got Baron.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, then there was another play, because we were still wondering, because Lion was then still pushing down mid. Were you surprised to see Audi go so deep?
At the Nexus push, like with Elder?
Was it Audi? No,
it was the next time.
Yeah,
the one where
the one in mid.
You won the game after.
I mean, it's kind of hard for them to not turn, because if they don't turn, I'm going to slowly chase them with my champ. And I mean, at that point, we're already fighting so much in the game. It's kind of just like, you just feel like you need to fight. I don't know. Like, if someone's running at me and trying to fight, like, it's just at that point, it's just like, we're just going to fight. 70-minute death timers. Like, I understand why he turned. I mean, I wasn't surprised. I was surprised we won, but I wasn't, like, surprised with what happened in that situation, I guess.
What are your biggest takeaways coming out of that game for both of you?
That game?
Yeah. Or just the series in general.
I mean, the series for us, I think it's just like we need to work on our team fighting. I think that's like really what we need to focus on, because I think like we're pretty solid at most points in the game now, and it's just like, I think like if the only thing we reviewed in scrims this week was like every single team fight, I think that would be like a good way to go about it.
I think we just played bad in the first 2 games as well. Like in game 1, they didn't really have a way to deal with Azir. Like they had like pretty much no engage for Azir, but we made the game super volatile in the early game so that Azir couldn't like get his items. And then I don't know why we just kept fighting. I mean, I was part of the fighting, right? Like I was kind of in deep in the first game. So that's probably why the first game felt like shit. We didn't really let Azir do his thing. And then game 2, I got caught. Like I think we would have won the 3rd Drake fight. I think we were winning at that point in the game, to be honest. But then I herald down mid, kill myself, give them 3rd Drake for free, and then game is just hard after that. So I made some pretty bad mistakes personally in the first 2 games. I don't know what happened in game 3. I don't know. I was so OP in game 3. I don't know what happened. Like, I was unkillable. Like I just stood there, and then I don't know. I just felt so OP.
The Nautilus hook that definitely did not want to hit into the.
I mean, the thing is, like, if he doesn't hook me, we just push the wave, and then we stand at the objective, and then they only Eric can flank, but like it's really hard to flank against Wukong against Alistar, and at some point he wasn't even beating Camille 1v1, so they just walking away. Sivir just can't do anything. So they had to fight on mid wave or give the zone, and I mean, they can't hook me. They just lose. So that game was hard. Yeah.
I'm going to start with you two because your game just happened, but I'm also going to then throw it over to River, and we're going to talk about 100 Thieves Dignitas next. But what was your confidence level going into this matchup from both of you? Let's start with.
I thought we were gonna lose. Like, I'm being totally honest. Like, I think I went in expecting it to be like a really hard game, and then like if we played really well, maybe we can win. And then we like won the first game kind of randomly, and then we were like winning the second game, and it was like, whoa, this is really sick, guys. And then we lost, and it was like, okay, that's close.
Do you get like a feeling when you're? I mean, because the game was kind of in your control. Did you feel like you got too hypey or?
No, I don't think so. I mean, game 1 and 2, it was just like after early game, the games felt so easy. It was just like game 1, we took a 3v3 at Scuttle Crab and killed 3 people.
Yeah.
So it's just like after that, it's just like really, really simple to just like win everywhere, I think. And I think we had like a pushing bot lane too. So even though they weren't there, they're still like winning their lane. And then game 2, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Blaber seems to think after he died, it was hard for them, but it seemed like it was pretty even the whole time until that happened. And then, yeah, so.
I mean, I think we died again after I died. Like, we lost another fight. I don't remember the game, like, super well, but I think after I died, like, we fought again and then we lost. And then we went to, because, like, you guys had Callista, so you just went to every objective and just hit it.
Yeah.
And we don't really have engage with our champs. Like, we didn't really have engage, so, like, I'm playing Lilia and I have to run in, and your ACS cleanse just support as Mikhails. So, like, I go to the soul fight, I flash in. Somehow, like, no one's Mikhails or anything, so, like, we almost won, but, like, I can't steal anything, and then it's just cringe.
What was your confidence level going into? Because I know you guys had kind of a disrupted practice schedule this week.
I mean, I thought the first game, personally, like, it was going to be rough, because generally when you don't scrim for a while, you kind of go back to your solo queue habits. And Phil's also, like, I think he only slept for like 2 hours last night. He's been up for like 15 hours. So, yeah, I think he's having it the roughest out of all of us, which is why, like, I felt like bad about my performance. But yeah, I mean, I thought we could win, regardless of that, just because I thought we were a better team. But yeah, definitely did play very well.
River, I know you guys all said, I still don't know if you're trolling or not, that scrims are really good this week because there's been so much talk as Licorice started cackling. So what was your confidence level going into this week?
Our scrims for sure better than like last week, and then like last week was like our scrim was really terrible. So like. We just don't care screens, just play very on stage. And then this week, we have to like fix our mistakes in scrims. So like we played like really focused in scrims and then get better now.
I just want to know from your perspective, just because I've heard so much about 100 Thieves scrims from other people, what makes for you like a good or bad scrim with this team?
To be honest, snipers is like best inter in scrims. And then he's not fighting at all in scrims. So like, oh, why you didn't fight? Like something like then he said like, oh, I was scared younger. But like, I always say where is younger in scrims, but he didn't listen. So I don't know. So just fight. Please just fight. So,
having faced them in scrims, yeah, is this your fault?
It's your fault, okay.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't think like. I think there's more going on than just sniper. I'll say that. But I do think that in scrims he doesn't always play very well. Like it's just like it's not even like he's like running it down or like something, but it's just like he's not like focused. Is what it feels like. So he's not like trading or like trying to push in matchups he can push or something like that. But I don't know. Like they all just run it down sometimes. Like me too. But I think our team might be like a close second for like worst scrim team. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we just haven't heard about it because 100 Thieves.
Yeah. They take the bottom spot, so they're the scrimmagers, you know, and we're just like squeaking by, you know, like just barely.
Yeah. Every time I play against LYON, like you can tell that they get emotional. Like they get tilted so fast. Like one bad thing happens and some of their players will just run it down. I won't name who, but some of them, I mean Eric knows, but some of their players just legit just sprint the game down and then GG. Run the game down and then type GG, so.
Is this also your experience, River?
Yeah.
Just because I had to stop in at the scrims just because you guys have talked about it a lot. But then going into that absolutely incredibly long game against Dignitas. Second game was a bit cleaner, but how would you evaluate 100 Thieves' performance this week?
This week, I think Sniper played well today. He like kept 32 like so hard, I think. So, but like he made some mistakes, and then we made mistakes too. We might lose today, so we should fix our problems. But I feel like we can beat anyone now. Like I feel like, so yeah, I have confidence.
Your team seems to have, like, and I don't know if this is different in scrims, but on stage, you guys seem to bounce back so quickly, especially after what we just heard of, like, maybe certain other teams or players are very emotionally volatile. Your team, yes, you're down after losses, but you guys seem to have such good vibes to be able to recover. Because, like, I remember when you were facing Team Liquid last split, and you had a very similar, really rough throw in game 2. And you guys ended up winning the next game. So I was thinking this about LYON, because I was like, come on, you guys, like, they can recover.
That's not the face of a man who's mentally strong.
I don't remember that game.
Well, you played together. You're just like sitting there. No, River's not. He doesn't have the mental fortitude.
I mean, I feel like it's always so different on stage. Like scrims is one thing. Like I think like for my team, we have some like scrim tilters, but then you go on stage and it's like people want to win enough that like they'll get over it, you know, and they're gonna keep trying until the end, and then like maybe you're gonna have a spicy review after the game or something, but like that's like how it's gonna go, because everyone always cares about winning on stage, no matter what.
Yeah, usually it's only like if someone's unfocused, will they get like kind of yelled at. It's like if it feels like the focus level is really low, then you know your coach might be like wake the fuck up. But otherwise, it's like you don't really like flame each other very hard in between the games. I mean, some people might, but at least like for the teams I've been on, you don't really flame. You'll flame really hard in review, like afterwards for sure. But like in between the games, it's like there's no point in putting down your teammates' mental, because they'll just play worse next game probably.
Yeah.
That makes sense. We saw your coach actually leave the room to like have to take a timeout or something. How? Yeah. Like, what have you talked to your coaches about their reactions, or like what is their reaction after like a really tough game? I'll start with you, and then we'll just go down the line.
For us, I mean, we have like one coach who's here and one coach who's still remote.
Okay.
Because just like visa stuff. So the remote coach, he just watches the games and he's like prepping the reviews or whatever. We'll review it at some point. Our coach who's here, Kim, he's like possibly the biggest tilter on the team. So like, so he can get really emotional. So I'm actually really happy to hear that he like stepped outside and like took some deep breaths today, because he was like really solid today, and that was really good. So
nice.
Yeah.
What about, because with you guys, it seems like Grayson is the chill one, and then Sam is the one who's like tearing his hair out.
Both coaches like tilt a lot to us, and then when we play good on stage after a game, I say like, "Oh, fun to watch, huh?" Like joke, you know. So yeah, they're good coaches, yeah.
What did you say to them after today? Did you ask them if it was fun to watch?
I said again, like, fun to watch, huh? It was a good game.
My coaches don't really tilt, I would say. I guess sometimes see Reaper, you know, getting upset, going outside by himself, but he doesn't really show it to the team very much. Yeah, I would say they're not big tilters. They just do their job, and I think they do it well. I would say the players are more harsh on each other on my team than the coaches are. But yeah, it's been good.
I'm going to shift it to the other 2 series yesterday. I don't know how much you guys were able to watch those.
Yeah.
But basically, just generally, what are your thoughts on FlyQuest, Shopify? We'll start there. Because Shopify actually did manage to take a game.
Yeah, I thought FlyQuest, I mean, Whippo in particular, I feel like he didn't have the strongest day. But he's still really good at like doing a lot from behind, or like even when his lane's not going well, he's really good at like finding good angles or like getting resources somehow. Like he's just like proxying random waves and stuff. But I didn't feel like he had the best showing yesterday. I think that's part of why the games were so close. But I do think like Shopify also seemed like they were playing pretty well, like together, making plays together. And that's why it was close, yeah. And then game 3, they just like got so outdrafted they can't win.
That jungle matchup is terrible.
I mean, like I tried Shen into Nocturne and Scrims because I was like, oh, like it'll be like TP where Nocturne ults and then I have like a second. But it's like, no. The champions disappear instantly and then you can see wards. So you can TP, but if you pick Shen into Nocturne, you can never ult. So it's just like it was so useless.
I feel like FlyQuest is one of the best team now. And then Inspired is like just I feel like he's full clear demon, right? Then I think Busio covering their mid a lot. So if we don't see Busio in game, we feel like Busio is in this bush, in lane bush. So we scared to play against Busio. So they're just good.
What about the series though?
Series?
Yeah, like the versus.
I saw Nocturne Shen Jungle. And then like, I don't know. I don't think it's good.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I was also focused on the Shen jungle, to be honest, because I'm a jungler, you know.
We all were.
Yeah, I mean, that matchup sucks. I think you can play Shen in some matchups, but not that one. Shen clears too slow. And also, you can't even taunt Nocturne. So it's just terrible. I think they could have potentially won game 1.
The Italy top game.
Yeah, the Italy top game. But I think they were playing fights really poorly. Like, they kept using all their ults on Jinzhao when he had Mercs and ult, and like they kept like Rakan RWing him, Sejuani ulting him. Like there was this one fight at Otacon in game 1 where like Fudge 1v2s them top. Like he kills Whipple 1v1, then Azir TP's top, and now it's a 4v3 at Otacon, which in my opinion they can't lose. But then instead of like Rakan and Sedge going and Silas going on Corki, they use like all 4 of their ults on Jinzhao. And then Corki just kills the ball. And I was just so confused. Like, I was like, I don't know. So I do think they could have won game 1. They played a bit better because I think the Nilly was like gonna be so useless that game. But yeah, they kind of just got 4v5 in game 1, it felt like. And then they won game 2. Game 3 they can't win. So
what do you two think of Nidalee top?
I mean, it's like annoying, but it's like really hard to pull off. I mean, you have to be like really crazy, and your team has to be really down to just like basically AFK while you like play the game. So it's like, I don't know. I don't love it. I mean, it's fun to play, I will say. Like you just like chuck spears over and over. Like there's nothing they can do. You know, you win like so hard. Yeah. Like you can't win lane against Italy top, and then, but it is like. It's like your team wants to fight, and you're like, no, don't fight. I'm gonna take this tower. And then like, no, don't fight. I'm gonna take the inhib. And then like, oh, can you guys cancel their bases? Like just go die actually, and then maybe I can end the game. So it's just like, I don't know. Yeah.
Looks like annoying. like when sniper see Nidalee top, please ping me Irelia like something. He wanna play Irelia like. Entire like
he always wants to play Aurelia.
Yeah. So like yeah, usually top looks strong. Yeah.
Would you let him play Nidalee top?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Looks so annoying.
Yeah.
TL, they had a rough game 1 against Disguised, ended up absolutely obliterating them in the second game. I'm not sure how much you guys got to see of that, but just general strengths of TL.
Strengths.
Yeah, or I mean, like, what? I guess what is your assessment?
Core JJ is always in the side lane bush. Like always. I died to it on stage. I was so tilted. I was like, how could I forget? He's in the bush. like he's always in those bushes. So just like don't die to that time. Like as soon as they're behind Core JJ, they like get vision, and then he goes into a bush in side lane, and they try to kill you. And if they kill you, they get back in the game, and it's just like, oh, it's so annoying.
It's true. He's everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Sniper died to it too.
Yeah.
He just has so much presence in the game. What can you do?
Is he like Busio, where you just have to like play off of the mid wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Busio, I feel like Busio is like more random with where he is. But Core JJ is always in the lane bush, like near the alcove. He like loves the alcove.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been drafting more towards comfort too. I think it's been helping them. Like they just picked Sion Lilia, and then APA was back to playing Ziggs and Nico. It's like it just feels like they're playing comfort again, which is good for them. I do think Umti's been playing a lot better recently than he was before, so I think that's also been helping the team. But I think they're pretty solid right now, and I think they're probably going to get better as playoff comes too.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think of Umti as a jungler?
Umti? I think Umti is good, but he loves gank, and then he loves cheese play, like 3 camps top gank, 3 camps bot gank, or level 1 flash the wall. Yeah, but Umti is good. I think Umti is good.
And then any thoughts on Disguised or how well?
I don't know. I haven't scrimmed Disguise in literally 4 months. Like, I think we just refuse to scrim them. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not booking scrims, so I don't actually know.
That's
but
actually
like,
impressive that we make the cut.
yeah, we haven't scrimmed Disguised in a long time.
Like I assumed the only reason we're getting scrims is because there's only 8 teams, so it's like you have to scrim everyone.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, hard to say. I think they're just struggling individually and as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean they won the game. They won the one game versus TL where they had like Yone. But I feel like Yone is like one of those champs where it's like even like you can, if your Yone wins lane, you can beat any team, you know? Like it doesn't matter if we're playing, it's like the best team in the world and we have a fed Yone, we can win, you know? But it did ruin the bracket. We were hoping to play 100 Thieves for like 2nd place, but instead it's like we have C9 and TL and our thing, and it's like so much harder.
We were actually hoping to play TL, or I don't know about we, but I thought at the time 100 were better. I don't know about it anymore. I think. Well, okay, it's not like hate to 100. I just thought TL was like kind of bad, like a couple weeks ago. You know, like, I just thought they were kind of bad, but now like I don't know. They don't seem that bad anymore.
Yeah.
Who's better, you or TL?
Of course, 100 teams.
Of course.
Of course.
We'll shift it a little bit away from LTA specifically. First week on new patch. From my perspective, I didn't think the champion like priority changed all that much. Would you agree? Like River, when you were coming into this week scrimming on the new patch, did you have any different, like, without getting too far into spoiling draft or like leaking anything, did you have any like super different champion priorities?
Not really, but I can say, can I say this champion? But I think Renekton is strong now. So
I agree.
Yeah.
yeah.
The ulti buffs are just crazy.
Yeah.
You just press R and everyone dies. Like it's, you don't even do anything.
Yeah, we have a meme on our team. Renekton 3600 damage, level 16. Because when it got buffed, Beatrice was like so hyped about it. He was like, Renekton 3600 damage, level 16. And then we were like, yeah, if you could stand there and hit Ord for 20 minutes. So we like to meme about the 3600 damage that Renekton's getting at level 16.
Nice. What do you think? That was it? Renekton's super strong?
Yeah, I mean the biggest change seems to be that like the grub timer got moved. So now it's like bot lane prio matters for like first dragon, because you can do dragon and then you can swap and do grubs and then you can just like do that kind of snowball now, whereas before you kind of had to pick one. So I think like early fighting champs are maybe a bit stronger, but it's still like people are playing pretty much the same thing.
That reminds me, in your game,
Yeah.
Dig did like an early swap that was almost like it was on the previous patch. Were you surprised by that? Because I was a little bit, but then I figured maybe it was just a matchup thing.
I think it's matchup thing.
Yeah.
Because Gwen Renekton matchup was like kinda one side for Gwen, and then maybe they want to lane swap for Renekton.
I mean, Sturdy was just getting shit on. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like that's all that was happening. It seemed like he couldn't lane anymore. The 1v1 after like the first 4 levels.
Yeah.
Couldn't really lane actually at the second level, but yeah, it was rough. I think that's probably why they swapped.
Yeah, it reminded me, I wanted to ask because I heard someone be surprised about it in comms, in one of your comms replays, but I couldn't remember who it was. It wasn't you, but someone was like, oh, they swapped?
Sniper.
Sniper, yeah.
But we knew it. And we
Okay.
gonna lane swap. But like, we called.
Actually, yeah, it was
Jungle
Sniper.
ganks him. He's like, oh, Jungle's here.
Yeah.
I get that.
Oh my
I get that pain when I call
Yeah.
Neon. Like I'm like, Top can move, and then they're like, oh, Top's here. I'm like, I'm so angry. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta be louder, bro.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Top got. They're like, oh.
So yeah, that's it. Not because it looked like a lot of patch changes to us, but it doesn't seem like a ton has changed outside of like lane swap timers or lane assignment timers, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for me, champs feel the same, like very similar. I think there are like some champs maybe you can play, but the biggest thing is just that like bot lanes aren't running top at 4:30 or 5 minutes the wave. Like before, you just run top no matter what, and then you take grubs and then you just dive the top laner if they don't match you. And now you don't do that anymore, or you can like in their game, but you don't like. Usually you don't, because then you lose straight for free.
Yeah.
And they changed Otacon, but like I swear everyone's just taking Otacon like they would have taken it last patch. Like whenever they would have taken it last patch, they're taking it this patch. Like, yeah. And they didn't change it at all to be like harder to kill.
No, it's easier to kill.
Yeah, it's
now.
easier to kill, right? So like,
Yeah.
I don't know, just it's whatever. The change.
I do like that there's no revive Otacon. I really didn't like the revive one.
Oh yeah, actually that was annoying for scrims because in scrims you almost always get black. Well, at least in our scrims, you almost always get the black Otacon,
Mhm.
and then on stage you almost always get the red Otacon. So it's like you're playing with a different Otacon in scrims and on stage.
You two have both played with Licorice before.
Oh,
You guys
nice.
have all played together. So I wanted to
Lovely.
know from both of you, what are your most embarrassing stories about Licorice? And then I'm gonna ask him the same about you two.
I don't know about wait.
I
I
don't
need
know
to.
that I have any.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have
No?
any
I don't really
embarrassing
know.
stories of
Yeah.
Eric.
We're pro gamers. We just like sit
Yeah.
inside and play.
Yeah.
play League, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's really.
There was one time in 2018 where I was like really making fun of Eric for losing lane to the Shy. And then he like stabbed at me so hard. And I was so scared at the time. Because normally I was a sub at the time. I wasn't playing, right?
Mhm.
So like me and Eric were pretty good friends. So I would just like shit on him. And it was like pretty normal. And then like one day I think he just like had enough of like my bullshit. And then he just got like really fucking pissed at me. And I was like, oh shit, my bad. My bad, Eric. But I think I probably went too far at the moment. I don't remember the situation. but
I don't remember
Yeah.
either, but
it was like we were scrimming IG and it was like Victor top came meta, and then you were playing Aatrox with Victor, and then you couldn't play because it was so OP.
yeah.
The klepto whatever.
No, they weren't playing Victor, but it was the
Aatrox
we were
Aurelius.
scrimming IG, and it's like we play one game where my lane is like really ruined from like level 1 or like level 2. You know, I was playing like Lissandra Akali or something, like some really.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
really
yeah.
weird
God.
matchup, right? And I like my lane was like really hard. Like I don't know if I got ganked or I pushed or like something went wrong. Really unplayable game. And I was like, oh okay, like can we remake? And I think Sneaky was winning lane, so he's like, no, like we're gonna play it out. So we play out this like 50-minute game where I'm like completely useless the whole game, right? I'm just like I'm really suffering. I'm down like 8,000 gold 1v1 or something at some point. Like it was like so
I don't know what
brutal.
happened. He was just getting shit on so hard.
And then the next game, I pick Aurelia top blind because it was like really OP at the time. He picks Fiora, and they gank me, and I 1v2 them. I kill both, right? And they instantly pause and remake, and I'm like, I suffered for 50 minutes, and it was my turn, you know?
Actually,
So,
the
yeah,
Shy
I think-
started that.
I mean, so I remember that. Yeah, it's not even your fault.
Yeah.
I was probably just mad at the Shy.
Yeah, I mean, the Shy started the meta. Like, actually, we were doing it a bit. I'll see that after. But like, he literally would just like he wouldn't ask for a remake. He would just say AG, and he'd leave the game.
Yeah, they just pause
Yeah,
and then leave.
and then leave, and then like they go in the next game, and they're like, yeah, so we're remaking, right? And then they were like, I guess, yeah. I mean, they're IG, so like, what are we gonna do? Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna remake? Like, I don't know. But yeah, he started that meta.
Another thing the Shy has given us
Doesn't even ask.
That's so brutal.
He's given us so much. Super play. What about you, River? Do you have a funny story?
I don't really have. And
No?
I don't remember. We went casino in London, in MSI, right?
Yep.
And then, no, it's not.
Alright, moving on.
Good story. Went to the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just leave the audience imagination up to that, I guess. I don't know if you know what he was going to say.
I remember. I don't remember anything like exciting happening at the casino, but
Did you win any money?
I think I won like $200 at roulette.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Bro.
Good job.
Yep. I mean, with River, it's like, it's not really an embarrassing story, but we just loved like making fun of Sam. He's like the head coach. Like I feel like that's kind of the thing to do when we were playing together. Because Sam he's just like one of those people that's like so fun to make fun of, you know? Like, so it's always like, I don't know. I mean, like what he said after, where he was like, did you enjoy watching the game or something? So I think that was like most of my memories with River. And then with Blaber, like I don't know. I remember we at Worlds in Korea. This isn't like embarrassing, but at Worlds in Korea, we like lit like the firework tube.
Oh, that was fun.
Which
Oh,
was like
yeah.
super fun. So that's like a.
But I refused to do it because I was scared. But I stood next to them.
Yeah,
And
there was like a
fireworks.
street vendor who's just selling them, and you just light them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that on Kwangali, I think.
Okay.
I think you guys were on hand day.
Yeah. I don't remember. It was before a quarterfinals match.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
We'll let you guys get out of here soon. Last thing, matchups for next week. You guys are facing Shopify.
Shopify. Yeah. I think we're gonna win Shopify like easily. I think, and then Sniper gonna like shoot first. I'm pretty sure. I believe my team.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna win. Yeah,
Does it even matter if you win?
It does. It does.
it does.
Yeah, because
I'm
they're
not sure.
because you lost to a FlyQuest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if they lose and Dig loses to Fly, which I'm gonna assume is gonna happen, there'll be a three-way tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
There'll be three of them 1-2. So
That'd
It could
fun.
be a cursed three-way tie.
We have to win.
You guys are up against TL. Primarily for seeding, because you two have locked in the top two spots.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to go?
I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be pretty close, actually. I think TL are definitely getting better now. And we are definitely not looking that great right now, at least from this weekend's game. So I think we'll have to practice hard next week. But yeah, I think it'll be a good match.
Then you guys take on Disguised.
Yeah, I mean, it's like kind of a must-win match when you
Yeah.
play against Disguised, because I think like if we went in and we lost, like I don't even think like for playoffs it just flips which one of us is the bottom seed. But we're gonna play a match at best of 3 anyways against either like probably Shopify or Dig. I mean, maybe 100 Thieves if there's like a 3-way tie and they have a really bad day. But I don't know that it like really matters which of those teams we play against. But it is like we want to have a good showing and show that we can like play clean and have a good game.
Any last words from any of you? Sorry, that sounded really bad. I'm a terrible host.
Actually, I will say I thought C9 played really well today, but like we were just a little bit worse. So like, I think they're the best team in the league, and we just like came in right under them.
Thank you. Thank
Like,
you.
based like on a tier
Thank
list,
you so
I would
much.
do like C9 and then Lion, and then maybe like FlyQuest and TL. You know?
Okay.
So,
Oh, 105th now.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're really down there, River.
Yeah.
I thought we are better than Team Liquid.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. 100 Thieves then Team Liquid.
Nice.
That's the list.
All right, official tier list going out. The LTA is celebrating season 2 and Spirit Blossom next week with post-show games, food, and activities on both Saturday and Sunday. So if you're in the area, come vibe with us and hang out at Riot Games Arena. Tickets are still available for Sunday. And thank you so much for watching Pros or listening to it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next week.